Hello and welcome to the Deutsche Goldmesse YouTube channel. My name is Kai Hoffmann, I'm the host of the Deutsche Goldmesse, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to one of the participating companies today. It is Delta Resources, and I will be speaking with the chairman, Frank Candido, here in a few short seconds. But if you haven't done so, make sure to register for the Deutsche Goldmesse. It is free of charge. You can do so over at deutschegoldmesse.com or germangoldshow.com. And you can meet our keynotes, Rick Rule, Keith Neumeyer, Alex Greiner, and many others during our two-day event down in Frankfurt. So we're looking forward to doing that. Now, Frank, it is a pleasure to host you here virtually, but also host you again in Frankfurt. Really looking forward to that. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Kai.
Yeah, Frank, looking forward to learning more about Delta here. A bit of a teaser interview for the conference. Maybe we'll start with a bit of an overview of the company, 60 seconds or so. Who's Delta Resources?
Pretty simply, we've got a huge property package in just near Thunder Bay, Ontario. We're focused on gold. We've got over 300 square kilometers of property. We made a discovery in October 2022 called the Eureka Gold Deposit. We've since been drilling that, but currently we're taking some large step outs. We're actually going to be drilling on a target called Chabaquois, which is 1.7 kilometers on strike to the west. These are large step outs, what we would consider a new discovery, even though it's on strike. And we're actually just completed a large till survey to the southwest as well, 18 kilometers to the southwest at an area called the I-Zone area. And this would also be a large step out, something that we're targeting to drill early next year. So that's who we are.
Fantastic. Awesome. No, appreciate that overview, Frank. To get a bit more granular, so what is the business strategy behind Delta Resources? And also maybe can hint at maybe potential exit scenarios and what's the overall game plan?
We're in an area that we believe is an emerging gold camp in Canada. There's already 10 million plus ounces in resource in the area. We believe that we'll be the next resource coming out of the area. So the infrastructure is amazing. We're just south of the Trans-Canada Highway. We have major power lines. We've got road access, major road access. We have rail access. We're 40 kilometers west of the town of Thunder Bay, which is a major port city, a city of over 100,000 people. So you would not need to build mining camps or any of that. People would just travel, such as one of our geologists does every day, travels to the property every day. And so because of where we are, because of what's surrounding us in terms of other companies with resources, et cetera, we believe that that we hold probably the most valuable property package there, a package that could even grow. And it sounds crazy because we already have a substantive property package, but we're continually looking to grow that package because we figure that when people actually figure it out that this is going to be the next major gold camp in Canada, that we should be holding probably the best property there. A couple of things that I should mention to you: we own 21% of our own stock. That's the board of directors. Our CEO, in fact, is our largest single shareholder, and Troilus Gold (TLG) on the TSX owns just under 5% of our stock. And Justin Reed, the president of Troilus, is on our board of directors. So we are fully aligned with our shareholders. Any move we make impacts us as much as it impacts our shareholders. And one last thing to add, our CEO works for $1 a year. So I don't think you can find a company out there that's, as aligned with their shareholders as we are.
I am muted. Apologies, I was coughing a little bit. But Frank, sounds really interesting. Really appreciate that summary here. What can we, as investors, look forward to in the near to midterm from the company?
So we started a drill campaign a couple of months ago, which is ongoing. In fact, that campaign, we had announced something like 3,000 meters. That's likely going to grow from there. So we will be completing drilling sometime in the month of November. And all assays are pending. So obviously drill results are one thing. The till survey to the southwest is important because that's how we found Eureka to begin with. through till. That was one of our leading indicators. So receiving those results, again, we're expecting to get those results in November. That should be also another catalyst, because the I zone, if you look at it, it had been drilled. It'd been drilled by in the past. We hadn't drilled it, but it'd been drilled historically, and it's gotten results, in the 4 or 5 gram range, and all at surface. The type of results that would resonate tremendously in a market like we're in today. So we've got a lot of news flow, real news flow in terms of drill results, extending our drill campaign, and till results, which will help us in terms of planning our next drill campaign in the early new year.
No, fantastic, awesome. Like, really looking forward to that. And maybe just as a summary, and a bit redundant, I have to admit, but it's like, why should investors meet with you in Frankfurt, either one-on-one or attend your presentation?
Listen, we sort of realigned ourselves in terms of the large insider participation, in terms of having a CEO that's working for $1 a year, in terms of rebranding, our main deposit, which we believe is easily north of 1 million ounces already, all at surface. So we think that we're sitting on something that only has room to grow. So, and because it took us a little bit of time to sort of go through this exercise, we haven't really had that bump that a lot of companies have had in terms of share valuation. So people should come see us because they're not missing the boat in terms of our market capitalization is something like $24 million. So it's very cheap for what we have. And we definitely have skin in that game. So, and, skin that will likely grow as we move forward. So I think those are all compelling reasons why people should come and see us.
Fantastic. Awesome. Frank, looking forward to hosting you in Frankfurt again. Really appreciate that quick teaser interview here about Delta Resources. Thank you so much for joining us virtually, and see you in Frankfurt in a few short weeks. Really looking forward to that. And everybody else, as I mentioned earlier, make sure to register free of charge if you're an investor, of course, for the Deutsche Goldmesse, the German Gold Show, happening November 14th and 15th in Frankfurt. And as you can see down below, we have Rick Rule, Alex Greiner, Keith Neumeyer, Frank Ardito, and many others joining us. So make sure you do it. You join us as well. Looking forward to hosting you, and we'll see you in Frankfurt. Take care out there. Awesome.